Aloha mai kako, Kilamau Tangan here with your weekly rhythm. So it is March 20th today and we are in the spring equinox. All the energy that's been building up over the last few months in terms of getting more clear on things, more connected, more comprehensive, more cohesive is all crescendoing right now on this day to be able to shift and to redirect our energy, our attention into a very specific intention. Now, this connection that we're feeling really leads into a place of personal vitality, which then can direct us in towards our genius. And when I say genius, it's really our purpose. We're talking about the cross-section of our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual selves. And in this case, we're talking about the energetic patterns or principles that we embody. We're talking about the intuitive talents that we hold. We're talking about our core values, the things that mean the most to us, and the transferable skills, the things that we have developed to allow us to do a very specific thing. Now, our genius is going to be something that we're going to see ongoing, and starting today, it's actually already technically has started, though really from today on, it's going to be much more present and much more a theme for everyone. Now, some things to really look at is this week in particular, what are we most inspired by? Where are we most uplifted? And what does it feel, or rather, how does it feel to be in service? And what does that service look like? And so, for example, for myself, when I look at what I'm most inspired by is being able to really immerse in experiential learning and to be able to share these experiences with others. Now, what does that do? What does that create? How is that a service? Well, for myself personally, I feel fulfilled. I feel as if, if I can support someone in finding, if you will, their seat at the table, this ever-expanding table of connectivity, and be able to realize their genius, then one, this person is psyched. When we're doing what we're doing because we love doing this, all of a sudden we're just happier. And when there are more happy people out in the world, then generally the world's a little bit better. Now, it's more than that though, because it comes back to our connection with Source, our alignment with self, and a life in service. And so as we can get connected to the source of who we are, Source itself, we are much more able then to identify what is our true self look like? What does that deepest aspect of us feel like? And then how can we find an outlet for that expression? Now, as we look at all of this is where we're really transitioning into. And we have been building over the last few months to see, what we don't like, what we don't want, and sort of playing in that aspect of polarity, then we get to be much more clear on what it is that we do. And in doing so, all of a sudden, we're able to redirect our attention upon this intention. And in doing that, we are going to be seeing some changes. We're going to be seeing some shifts in the months out. From here until mid-June or so, there's going to be a lot of things that are really going to start to unfold for us. And as this unfurling begins to happen, very much like a fern, if you will, as it starts in a small compacted area, it's going to begin to extend and grow. And as that extends and grow, as we extend and as we grow, all of a sudden things are going to change for us. In fact, I would say that the life that you're living now is going to look dramatically and drastically different by midsummer, if you are willing to move with this flow. And that's one of the things to really consider, is that our inspiration, our imagination, whatever's coming to you now in terms of however crazy or out of this world that may be, if it inspires you and it uplifts you, then that is something to pursue. Because as you do, woohoo, all of a sudden, we are getting into something new. So look at all these things this week in terms of where you are most inspired by, what are you uplifted by, and then how can that be of service, right? Again, for myself, that immersive experiential learning is something I'm really inspired by. I just like to know things. I like to experience things, and it's not just that knowing, it's the experience of it. And then in doing so, then it's something I want to just share. How can I not just hold all of this information, support others in creating an impact as well? And that service then is going to be things like content. It's going to be things like programs. In fact, I'm launching my whole platform today. And so as all of these things begin to really flow freely for myself, I feel excited. I feel uplifted. I feel invigorated. And in doing so, Hopefully, my intention is that you feel that as well. Spend some time this week. Where are you inspired? What are you uplifted by? And how can this be of service? Love and aloha. Take care. And ahui ho.